All right. Episode 54 of the Underwear Hour.
54.
Brian Erlecker.
Everybody's back.
Everybody's back.
We're here.
We got airs on the ones and twos. We got, obviously, Evan, Nolan, Leo, Zach.
Me.
Not Nolan. Zach.
Not Nolan. I'm not Nolan.
You might want to turn into the YouTube for this one. Like,
Good job holding it down last week, Zach.
Boom.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, share.
You know, I'd
shit.
actually like to give a shout out to myself a little bit for last week.
What'd you do?
I held it down on the episode. Yeah, I did. I'm not going to lie. I put up a generational Wilt type run.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, you might want to tune in on the YouTube because this week is the Presidential MMA Madness beginning. Round 1 in this episode. There's going to be some visuals on the pod for the first time, I think. Hopefully.
Okay.
Some graphics and whatnot. Facts. Stats.
Big facts.
Analytics.
Analytics, yeah.
Analytics.
Anal lickings.
Anal lickets.
Analytics.
Oh, God.
Anal leakage.
I mean, anyone, let me see. I think I had a couple things I wanted to touch on. Because we probably want to get into
Well, it is March also. Let's just touch on the fact that it is now March.
Yep.
We are very close to like warm weather every
very
day
close.
for the next X amount of months.
Yeah, we're marching toward it, man.
March Madness is just around the corner. Please don't do that one.
What about March Sadness?
Put that drink there?
Yeah.
Okay, I knew it was a bad idea. I just
You're
wanted
right.
to test the waters. But yeah, ooh. You know what I thought of, which I already brought this idea up to Zach one day at work? We should just start popping tags at Goodwill and selling shit and make money for the pod.
Oh, like rethrifting stuff?
Yeah.
Like specifically some type of stuff?
I don't know. I had the idea forever ago that we should do all golf shit.
We could do that.
Sex objects.
We
Let's
could do
go
that.
Thrift some Astroglide.
I don't know what you guys think
We
about
could,
that.
yeah. I mean, we could rethrift golf stuff specifically if we wanted to just,
Yeah.
if we wanted to target it down to something.
I think that might be a decent idea, and then we keep all the profits for the pod and buy something with it if we make any profits. But just throwing that out there.
Okay.
But yeah, I said that because like last week I went to Goodwill and I absolutely popped tags there. Dude, you can buy so much shit there for
It's
like
insanity,
$20.
bro. It's insane.
I got like a brand new pair of two brand new pair of golf shorts that literally had the tag on them for $2.99, and then pair of golf pants, sweatshirt, like 2 t-shirts, all for like $35.
You ever been to the bins?
Yeah, I've been there once.
That's where the profit margin's
yeah,
at.
I'm sure. Is everything in there like $1 or something?
It's by weight. So that $2.99 shirt probably would have been like 30 cents.
Damn. Oh yeah, we gotta go hit the bins one day.
You can sell it for $5. There's $4.70 right there in your
I
pocket.
never heard of these bins you guys are talking about.
We went out there.
You got to put the. We'll have to go in there with the golf gloves on.
I thought you were there, but I know your brother was there one day on our lunch break. We went out there and looked in there because
Where's
it's
it
a
at?
big ass Goodwill like
sure you
warehouse on the south side or west side. At least the one I went to was on the west side. And you walk in there and then they're just like bins, and they roll out like new bins every like hour or something.
Should we just go set up a tent in there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally when you go to the bins. I'm not kidding. It's as close to setting up a tent as it can get. There's people that'll go in there with like, I mean, they'll grab like 2-3 carts. They've got gloves on. Sometimes they've got like even a mask, just because none of that stuff's been looked through at all yet.
Yeah. Oh.
Like it could literally just have like
AIDS.
Yeah, sure.
Take your pick.
You just rifle through everything you want. You might even find like a brand new pair of golf shoes with the tag on it.
Yeah,
or you might find one of them, and then another bin comes out 15 minutes later, and there's the other one.
Has this happened?
I mean, these types of things could happen, I'm saying, hypothetically.
I thought you were speaking from experience.
But they literally do, I can't remember the exact time limit, but it's like every 15 minutes they do roll out new bins of all new stuff.
Where are they getting
every
the stuff?
15 minutes. From the semi-trucks that just keep pulling up.
Can you log into the Instagram Underwear Hour on that?
And they've got people sorting back through there as fast as they can to put some stuff on to like go into another like Goodwill store.
Yeah.
And then whatever they can't get through when the next truck comes, they just roll it out.
That's wild. I've
I
never
think that's
seen
how
that.
it goes, something like that.
We should do that.
I've gotten a legit pair of sneakers at the Goodwill by the crib. I walked in there, they had a pair, and they were in good shape for $9.99.
What were they?
It was a pair of KD 11s, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I literally I bought a $6 pair of insoles, swapped them in, and I was like, nice, bro. These are comfy as shit. It's crazy. Endless amounts of golf clubs.
Yeah, that is true too. We could also sell golf clubs.
Tennis rackets too. I've heard of people finding some really nice tennis rackets there for cheap.
I have a tennis racket somewhere in this house that it's probably not worth this now, but when I looked it up on eBay, standing there at Goodwill, because I was like, damn, this thing looks fucking nice. It was $120 on eBay, and it was literally $299.
Yeah, it's not around here anymore.
Capital.
It's in my trunk.
Just the first letter. Yep. Yeah, that is
But anyway,
something we might want to look into.
Pacers lost last night.
That sucks.
Yeah, to the Bowl.
In Miami last night.
Not the Bulls.
Lost by
Miami.
5.
Go to the
I
messages.
fucking took a -3.5 too.
Ooh.
It's
and
upsetting.
go to me.
Yeah, that was a game we should have
All
won.
right, go click on that first one. What are you guys doing if you pull up to the golf course and this is a group in front of you?
I'm not laughing right in their face.
No, but I probably am going to step over them and just tee off.
I am going to ask if we can play through.
Hey,
Play over.
hey. They turn around and you're just like, hey, no, up here. Hey.
Dude, oh my god, he looks like a baby when he's squatting.
You hit a drive. You hit a drive at him and you just yell, 2.
Okay. Okay, but here's my question. Why is this grown man at the red tees?
Yeah, you gotta be careful out there. It's like you hit a ball. Oh, that's short. Like, what'd you say to me?
Excuse me? Just hits a putt. It's not even going to get close. Like, oh, that's way short.
Oh god.
Ooh, that's
you
midget.
asshole.
I'm gonna clip.
We're
I'm
looking
gonna
at
clip
people
it.
playing golf.
Yeah, people playing golf. I'm gonna clip it and put it on there. They're little people. Sorry.
Yeah, you take a putt that's like 30 feet out and it lands within like 5 feet and you're like, oh.
Dude, they get
I felt
screwed.
midget.
They get screwed on the putter, on the fucking putter rule.
Yeah.
Their handle. It's like 6 inches to their
Yeah, bro. The gimmies are tough. I ain't gonna lie though, this guy's got visor swag for real.
He does.
Yeah, I'm sure. Honestly, they're probably both better than me. I'm fucking terrible, but
This guy gets bitches. I wonder. Oh god. Short game must be incredible.
Shaft is shorter than not. It seems like that makes sense. Okay, that was a joke.
Let me ask you this though.
Would
Do
you
you
go
think
with-
this guy? What's the number? I'll put the over under at 1.5. Other non-little bitches that he smashed before he got with her.
What was he over under?
1.5.
I mean, I don't know anything
think-
about the man.
Well, neither do I. I'm just inferring here.
I would say probably over.
You think?
I'm going to say over.
Yeah.
I would like to know. I would like to know the
I feel like
schematics of it. I
they're-
feel like they're a fetish.
I feel like there are chicks out there who would get down with that.
Oh, there definitely is.
Yeah.
Do
I'd
you
love to
think
meet
that
one,
he
'cause I
still
gotta-
goes with like, do you think his irons go up in length still?
They probably changed
Or is
somewhat,
he going with the
but
same length?
I don't know,
He's
man.
got-
They got to buy expensive
he's got-
custom clubs.
He's got a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 iron.
I would be curious what they're doing when he pulls up to like the superstore to get fitted.
They're getting him a fucking stool.
Oh my god,
They're getting him a stool to stand on while he swings.
dude, that's
No, that is pretty funny though.
yeah. That would be just like I want it. Like that'd be hilarious if they were in front of you.
In all reality, I wonder what his handicap is. Like legitimately.
Yeah, same. I would like to know too. Could be good. I've
could
seen
be
one
better than me.
little guy who golfs on Instagram who's good as fuck. He always pops up on my Explore page. I don't
Really?
remember what his name is, but yeah, he's fucking nice. Better than me for sure. Oh, I'll drive his ass, but other than that.
I would hope so.
I think he plays the Reds, so everything has an
wonder-
asterisk. But
Wonder how the golf cart situation works.
oh, that's a good question right there.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They probably
you
have a
gotta
special club in the bag.
club. Or
Literally,
they have like
they've got 2 drivers.
They
They-
give us
I
a
bet they have
driving
like
iron.
a thing like on their car that like attaches to the accelerator that
pedal.
they can like take off and just bring
Yeah.
with them.
It's like a peg you attach or something.
Or that could be like a nice little like niche market to get into, just like little people golf stuff.
We should do it.
Yeah, and what are we gonna call it?
Mini golf.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously.
I'll go home today. I'll break my putter in half and we'll slap a grip on it. We got our first product.
That would be funny if you found out the inventor of miniature golf was like that was my idea, and then everybody just kind of turned it into like their playground.
You just find out that you just find out
business.
The guy that started it was using a full set of golf clubs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it was originally
Pulling
designed.
his driver for ones that go over a little bridge.
I would like to see the sabermetrics on their distances for each club too. I wonder what they hit them. This video right
I'm
here
realistically
says, ever
thinking
seen a
they're-
dwarf drive a golf ball over 260 yards? Damn.
No, I have not.
No, but I'd like to. Go ahead and click on that one.
Bill managed to pull off a sex.
See, probably like sexy save or something.
Oh.
Which means he didn't hit
Yeah,
250.
He's also way uphill, so this 260-yard shot is like 220.
Well, everything's way uphill when you're that size, but
Yeah, this is the dude I was talking about.
yeah. I've actually seen this guy too. Oh fuck.
Dude, they do. I'm just looking at their putter. Like, they get hose on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a medicine ball. Oh, dude. We got to get a little guy that likes to mess around in the crew. Kitty Woods, Lil Mickelson. Why Kitty Woods? Oh,
Tiny Finau is fucking hilarious.
Is that his real ass?
McElroy.
Bubba Smolson. Bryson D. Shortbow. Some of these they're taking a lot of liberties. Scotty Shortfleur. It's fucking terrible.
Choose your character. Yeah, we can't hear this one. So,
Yeah,
next clip. Just go next clip.
yeah. They're talking about
Club fittings.
his swing looked pretty smooth right there.
Look at the
Oh.
rotation.
Yeah, those are great divots. 100 yards with the P wedge, 110 with
all
the 9.
hips, bro. He's all hips. It's a good thing. His torso is so big.
He's fucking ripping that club
Bro.
through there, bro.
That club looks like a pretty. I mean, does that not look kind of
Look at the
standard length?
torque.
No, bro. That's
The
just,
drive?
That, dude, that is literally so small.
The driver, not the irons.
No, it's just in like it's relative to the size of the dude holding it.
The club looks taller than him.
I mean, that dude is legit
No.
probably like 3'2".
Normal size.
His driver looks taller than him. Does that not look? Does that?
The driver still is definitely short. It's probably like as long as your pitching wedge, but
Okay.
it's definitely like you probably
That
could
driver
swing
looked
it.
like it was 4 feet long.
He's hitting some
That
absolute.
driver looks taller
Dude, he
than
hits
him.
his
It
9
does.
iron from 110. Zach, that's what you used to do 2 years ago.
Like how long
we
is
hit
a
our
regular
pitching wedge
driver?
about the same still.
Like 4 feet, 3 feet.
Oh man.
A driver,
48 inches, I think is what mine is.
48 inches.
Also, did you guys see the Ole Miss story about the chick who banged her boyfriend's dad allegedly? Now it's coming out that she didn't do it, or she said she didn't do it, which is when me and you talked about it. On the way to that Butler game, we both said that it's probably all a lie, and that chick's probably just like got fucked up because some frat dudes were being douchebags. But yeah, but she went viral forever. Did you guys see it?
Nope.
You didn't see it?
Nope.
Oh god, it was bad.
I heard about it. I wasn't
heard
there
about it
or
from you
anything,
guys.
but I heard about it.
Yeah, so that shit was messed up. Now that it's supposedly not true, who knows what to believe?
Isn't it crazy?
Did you hear about JoJo
Who's JoJo?
Embiid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's out for the
Donzo.
season.
No. Much worse than that. The doctors are saying that he might have to go see multiple doctors like that are partnered with the NBA
Yeah.
to verify whether or not he's ever able to play again, ever, so they can get out of his contract because they don't think he's ever going to play again.
Oh, the Sixers basically don't want to pay him anymore because they don't think he's going to play.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah,
so the
they want
Sixers set
they
the
need
whole thing up.
the doctors need to have him.
Yeah.
He's supposed to go get checked out by multiple doctors to verify whether he can ever play basketball again, so they can get out of his contract.
I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I mean,
It's crazy.
the dude is 7 foot, like 275, bro. Like guys that big don't last forever.
Yeah, it's just crazy how quick it
Yeah.
can.
Well, I mean,
That's what happens when you got Andy freaking
how
McAllister
long-
jumping on your bandwagon. Everything goes to shit.
how long has he been in the league? It's been a minute.
I think he's still in his 20s. Like, I think he's like 27, 28, maybe.
Well, yeah, he came in when he was like 18, 19.
Yeah, I was about to say. I
he's
feel like
there
he's been in for
almost
almost 10.
years.
Yeah.
He only played 1 year at Kansas or wherever the fuck he went. I think it was Kansas. 30, yeah. So he's probably been in the league for 10, 12 years. It's been a while, dude. He's been in there since I was in college.
2014.
I think he was drafted like my freshman year or something.
It's been a tenor. But yeah, it's tough, dude.
Oh, he's 30. He's 30. Okay.
Him.
That's what we
No, it's not.
Him and
We
Yao
just said
Ming.
agreed 20.
20.
We just agreed 20s. We literally just agreed. You're
We
looking
said
at me
our
confused.
age. He's 29.
And he's 30. That's my point. We were wrong on the age.
I know, but we're ballparking it.
No, I was trying to guess his age. You just said.
But he
you
is
just
our
said,
age.
well, we were
I
right.
turned
But
30.
we said 20s
I
and he's
turned
30.
in 5 months.
But that's not
Said
20s.
he's our age.
That's not 20.
Okay, whatever.
I mean, all I'm saying is you said we were right when we're not. Like, we literally guessed 3 different numbers for his age, and we were all wrong. Were we not?
I mean, when I go age, I'm thinking if I'm within a year, I'm pretty much right.
Well, then why would we all guess a year apart from each other?
I didn't guess a year. I said he's our age. He said he's our age. This is what we said.
Who are we talking
So
about?
you guys are 30?
Pretty much.
But you are 30 then? I'm just confused right now. You are 30 or not?
This debate on the presidents is going to go great. Because we all have to decide who wins, by the way. It's whoever gets 2 votes wins.
Oh, I picked winners already.
No, we all decide.
It's too bad. That's too bad.
Mine are lopsided fights.
We all have
all
to
of mine are.
decide.
What,
I got some lopsided
Are you
ones
fixing
for sure.
fights?
All of mine are lopsided. I've got heavy favorites in all of mine.
But we can get into it if we want.
When
right?
are we going to release the betting odds?
We're not.
What? We're not betting on this?
No, I mean you can if you want.
I
that
do
can be
want.
your side project if you want to do it. I'm
I
not
do.
doing all that.
How much you guys want to bet?
Nothing.
No, you guys. Whatever, dude.
You can put them on there and play as a house, and then we can just decide the winner and steal all the money.
Minus 105.
But do we want to get into it now?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. You want to
pull
pull
up
up
the
the
draft?
bracket?
The bracket. Dun 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 dun.
Nice. Okay. Here we go. We're going up to the top left of the bracket here. First matchup. Fighting out of the red corner. Honest Abe Lincoln. James Buchanan. So here's what I got about these guys. Abe Lincoln, 6'4", 180, 16th president. He grew up poor. That's a plus in my sign. Usually poor people can scrap a little better. He only had 1 year of formal schooling. I didn't fact check any of this besides with more than one reference. So if anything's wrong, blame Wikipedia.
What year?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I learned when I was Googling all this shit? All these motherfuckers don't go to school until they're like 15, 16 back in the day. I didn't know that.
Yeah, some of my guys didn't even make it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they became
That's
president.
fucking insane.
Who was we electing back in the day?
But yeah, they're all like, oh, when he was 14, he finally went to school. I'm like, what the fuck was this motherfucker doing?
Dude, it's
Farming,
hilarious.
taking
It
care
is
of the
like,
that's
family.
true.
It's
Yeah.
like he started school when he was 14,
Yep.
and then he got married and had kids when he was 15.
So
Churning butter?
Oh, sweet, because I already had this. I had this fucking whole thing screenshotted to read it. But yeah, 1 year formal schooling, crazy, stupid probably. So he can probably scrap a little bit. His mom died when he was young, and he lost the first love of his life, Ann Rutledge. That's a lot of loss.
How did she
There's
die,
sorrows in there. I think that makes you scrappier. Hardships. I didn't look up how they died. Probably like a cold or something.
Yeah.
He was 301 in wrestling, which everyone always talks about. I didn't realize it like wasn't wrestling. Like it's not like Greco-Roman or like freestyle, folk style wrestling. It was like I think it says or here I
Kind of just
screenshot
like
that.
bear hug?
Like, no, like it's like stomping feet, pulling hair. Like it was like WWE shit.
Yeah.
Let me pull up this screenshot.
Oh, just like the dirtiest moves you
Yeah.
could come up with? Eye
Lincoln's
pokes?
wrestling style involved trash talking, foot stomping, hair pulling, and thumbing of the face.
Oh my God, he's Roddy Piper just
Yeah.
jabbing people
What's
in the
he- what are we
eye.
talking
And
about?
Umaga.
Umaga, yeah. So he's like a WWE wrestler, not even like a actual wrestler, which I thought that was like the first sport. So I thought he was really wrestling.
301?
300 wins, 1 loss.
I don't know if I believe this man.
Yeah, I think it's Vince McMahon shit. I think it's fake.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And the nickname Honest Abe is just
I
like
know.
down the drain
I
with
know.
this. 301
Also-
doesn't even sound honest at all.
Did he even die?
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if he really got shot.
Almost got in a duel. Bro, get in the duel or not.
Almost
Shut
got
up,
in a
dude.
duel?
Don't almost get in
With
a duel.
who?
That's
Like pistol duel?
Yeah, that is sus. I don't know. I didn't look up the name. Who? Probably somebody important.
That's loser talk.
But it says he almost got in a duel. I'm like, the fuck does that? That's like almost like saying something to somebody who cuts you in line at a store from back then. Like,
Dude, he
that's
was
soft
about
as
to
fuck.
beat this one guy's ass, but he
Yeah,
didn't.
Yeah. It's even worse than that. I mean, duels were so common back then. Against slavery, freed slaves, actually. So
Yeah.
that's a plus. And then he's fighting James Buchanan, 6 foot, 198. So James B, stocky motherfucker, 200 pounds, 6 foot, built like a brick shit house. 15th president. I put in parentheses here, haha, beat you to it. So he was president right before Abe Lincoln. Kind of one-ups him. And this guy loved slavery. James Buchanan loved slavery.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck the government trying to tell people they can't have slaves. That's absolutely obscene. So he hated that.
This would make for a good matchup then,
It
just
would.
being the 15
They have,
and
like,
16
yep.
and the different views on stuff.
Yep. Also,
Little backstory feud.
yeah, no, they have bad blood for sure.
Yeah.
it's a blood match.
Bad blood for sure.
He never got married. So
Wonder
obviously
why.
he can fight. He had 0 pussy. And dudes who get pussy cannot fight.
Yeah.
We all know this. He's the worst president ever, according to a bunch of nerds, history nerds,
Huh?
because he butchered the Civil War so bad he like pissed off the Union and like didn't try to keep the South from seceding. So.
Wait, who is this?
James Buchanan. The
Yeah, I
one-
got a guy like this too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
He almost got expelled for being rowdy with his boys in college, though. That's kind of sick. I mean,
I feel like it probably took a lot to get
know.
expelled in college.
Yeah,
back
they were
then,
probably, they
too.
were probably rowdy.
Like they didn't even have to go to school till 15. Like you had to be doing some fucked up
Yeah.
shit to almost get expelled.
Yeah. I don't even want to know what he did. I mean,
They probably burnt down a dorm, but they were like, oh, well, they told everybody to get out before they set it on
Yeah.
fire. So we didn't kick him out.
So he was a rowdy in college, which is, that's always fun.
During his time in college, they were just
So-
like, oh, he did burn down the building, but it was the black dorm.
So what do you
But
guys?
he does have killer
What are you guys
steeds.
thinking on this one?
that was fucked.
I mean, the 301. See, I'm torn between. Everyone says he's a wrestler, but it's not really wrestling, and well, it's almost more like fighting.
Yeah.
But also, was he just? It says it was Lincoln style, so was he just dirty, and everyone else was following the rules, and that's why he won 300 times because he'd get like taken down and then just jab somebody.
I think
in
he
the eye.
had
I don't
the
know.
6 foot reach to poke
But
people
I
in the eye.
feel like if you're going to go and you're going to free the slaves and start a civil war, you got to be able to fight a little bit.
Yeah,
Like, just to get in front of everybody and say that you're going to do that, you got to be able to fight a little
I'm
bit.
taking Abe.
I think
I would
Abe
take
wins
Abe,
too.
yeah.
I think it's a lot closer than. I think it's a good matchup though. Like
Same.
really good matchup.
I think Buchanan got hosed in the first round draw.
Yeah, he did.
I think Abe's minus like 220 on that one.
Yeah, Abe's a favorite, but everyone's like, but damn, James B could beat up a lot of people in this bracket.
Yeah.
He could. He
Yep.
definitely could.
So, computer thinks maybe next year we'll do this again and we'll actually seed them based on what we know now. But then we've already had all the conversations, so maybe not.
We'll circle back. I will have forgotten every single thing
We'll do
we
another
said.
bracket next year for sure. Okay, who's next? Billy McKinley and Andy Jackson.
Ooh, that's me.
That's you?
That's me. There's me. Didn't even know that Bill McKinley, formerly known as William, was even a person until yesterday.
And you find out anything interesting about him?
So let me see here. Mr. McKinley served from 1897 to 1901. 5'7", 199. Stocky.
Yeah. Strong.
He was in a seminary and a law school. He's from Ohio.
Nerd.
So kind of nerdy and soft.
Yeah.
And then I saw a bunch of stuff where they were like, dude, he was a military guy. So I was like, oh, nice. Here we go. So in the Civil War, he was at the Battle of Antietam.
What happened there?
He was running food to the guys on the front lines.
Oh, yeah, this guy. Come
Yeah.
on now.
And
He's basically
he-
a freaking dog.
Yes. I mean, legit. And then he got assassinated, shot twice in the stomach at close range, and
Why?
then died of gangrene. Didn't say.
Gangrene?
Yeah.
He survived the shots and
Yep.
died from gangrene?
Died like 2 months later.
I mean, surviving 2 shots, though.
and then here's the part.
Back
Here's the
then,
part
too.
that I can't get
oh,
behind.
pet
Right.
parrot. He had a pet parrot named Washington Post.
That's actually kind of sick. I
Yeah,
didn't know
it
that.
is.
But the other thing was that he saved the guy who assassinated him's life. As soon as he got shot twice, everybody like started mobbing this guy, and he like got on the mic and was like, "No, everybody back off." So they didn't kill this guy.
That's kind of hard body, but
No,
also,
it's not.
I mean, it's like it is kind of, but it's also, this is the MMA fight. You need that killer instinct in you.
Yeah.
But it says he declined a Medal of Honor, which I don't. Is that good or bad? Is that unpatriotic or is that patriotic as fuck?
Probably patriotic. He
think
probably
so?
declined it and was like, "Give it to somebody else."
Patriotic.
Give it to someone who deserves it.
Probably.
Yeah, that's kind of hard body too.
But so that's about all I know about that guy. He was 54 when he served. And then Mr. Andrew Jackson here was the president from 1829 to 1837. 6'1", 154.
That's kind of a unit for back then, dude.
Yeah.
Tall as shit.
62 years old, was born in a little village like over by the Carolinas. Was a military general. This dude was kind of crazy. So he's a military general. So something happened. He got a bunch of men to go and fight. They heard the British were coming, and he wasn't like in charge of anything yet. So he just got like 2,500 volunteers and was like, "We're gonna go down here. We're gonna fight this shit."
That's badass.
And
as
bro,
fuck.
he
I know
got
this
there-
guy was like a piece of shit though.
Bro,
Like,
he got there and they were like, no. Give us all your shit and head back up. So they seized all their stuff, told him to leave. And so he was like, oh, hell no. So they go back up to like Tennessee, I think. And then he's all pissed off, gets in a bar fight with somebody and gets shot in the shoulder. Survives. And then 6 months later, he gets called to war, right? Gets called to war, takes his 2,500 men, goes and wins a battle. And then 2 weeks later, wins another battle, and then like 6 weeks later, they won in Florida. They won like a big battle in Florida, and then they fucking heard, they were like, oh, the British are coming to New Orleans. So 2 weeks after they won the battle in Florida, they're posted up in New Orleans, gets there, declares martial law, and he was like, everybody that's like Creole and French and this and that, y'all motherfuckers ain't going anywhere. You're not doing anything. We don't trust anybody.
Really?
And so he just dropped martial law there until like the whole fucking thing was over before he finally lifted it. But
Damn.
yeah.
Old
yeah.
Hickory. I didn't know that was Andrew Jackson.
Had a rep for being hot-headed and violent, and also got a Congressional Medal of Honor.
He also was responsible for the Trail of Tears.
It says here that he, whenever they would go win battles, he burned villages and starved women and children.
Wow. He
Yeah,
was a
they killed
savage.
all the men and then they starved the women
Someone's
and
gonna
children.
beat this guy. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
This guy was freaking.
He was a
What's
piece of
the
work.
Fucking Vikings, dude.
He was a real
Viking.
piece of work. He was
That's
super
crazy.
excited to
Yeah.
go to battle. He was just
Yeah.
like, anytime he got wind of shit, he was like, all right, let's just man up and go down there.
Oh, dude, that's.
He might just be the winner.
Oh yeah, I mean that's.
I had him beating McKinley
Oh
personally.
yeah,
I've got
McKinley.
Jackson in that.
Yeah. I actually have written down here Jackson easy dub.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah.
Profit of the $20 bill.
Yep.
Ooh, true.
Couple Andrew Jacksons.
True that.
Yup.
Couple Andy J's.
Okay, so
I
Andrew
lost a
Jackson
couple of
is
those
hard
last
body.
night.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Not a great guy, but
Yeah.
he was,
Bad guy.
I mean, I guess if you want to call it, he's all about the liberty, I guess, if that's what you want to call it.
For white people,
Well, yeah.
White people.
but that's how everyone was back then. Okay.
All right. Oh, so Jackson. Pretty
Yeah, I got
unanimous
Jackson.
Yeah.
Are we are voting on who are.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
My matchup is William Taft, Billy Taft,
Bill Taft.
versus
Nice.
Martin Van Buren.
Marty VB.
Fun fact about Martin Van Buren: he only had 8 fingers.
It's got a sick ass name, too.
Whoa, that's kind of a nice little wrinkle there. Might be able
So
to slip his hand in.
Do we know which two he was out?
I believe it was.
A pinky and a ring finger on one hand?
I believe it was thumb and index. I could be wrong.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's a tough one. That's
He's a
that's a
fucking bomb
big
squad
disadvantage,
technician.
dude.
Could be wrong on that.
That's a big disadvantage.
I bet
But
the eye
basically,
poking would go
I mean, the
crazy, though.
size in this one is just, I think it's too much for Van Buren to overcome. Van Buren's 5'6", like
5'6".
pudgy guy, maybe 175, I think is what it said on there. Van Buren, 300 pounds. He was the first
No,
intramural,
Taft.
or Taft, yeah, sorry. Taft was the first intramural wrestling champion at Yale University.
Oh shit.
Ooh, Tafty boy can
yeah,
roll.
he can
Apparently, he
roll.
was a good Very good wrestler there.
Fucking heavyweight too, bro.
Okay.
Oh man.
Very likable
That
guy.
dude is an XL heavyweight.
Yeah.
I can't remember what we said about the bathtub thing. I don't know if we
He
said
got
he
stuck.
died,
He got
but
stuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he allegedly got stuck in one, but he did get himself out, which I thought was kind of funny.
Did he?
The tidbit
How the
online
fuck
was
you
like,
stuck if you got
was-
out.
That's what I was
heard
gonna
that
say,
he had
yeah.
to call for help to get out.
yeah, he did like
Oh, bro.
get out. But,
Yeah.
He was wrestling like that. This guy's a fucking
so they
monster.
said in college he was like 260, 250-ish.
Okay, so he
Wrestling.
started packing it on
And
when he got
then-
done with college.
And then at his peak weight,
When
they
he
said
stopped
they
wrestling.
estimated him at like 340, 5'11".
He's a big dude, bro. He's a big fucking fuck.
And when he
guy.
gave up the wrestling life to be a little bit more political and stuff, he got really into golf.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hand-eye coordination, raw power, strong.
Yeah. And then, so the thing about Van Buren, the only thing that gives him a chance is they said that his nickname was the Little Magician because he was just a small little dude that somehow always found a way to get whatever he wanted done.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Rey Mysterio.
So,
Honestly,
Rey
bro,
Mysterio.
he is.
and
He's a
he
619
would have like sneaky tricks and stuff. So if we're doing this in the Coliseum, he could have a chance because he seems like the type of guy who's throwing dirt in the eye.
Yeah, in the eye.
Something like that. Or
That's exactly
he'll
what I
have a
thought.
trick,
Fucking sand.
some type of way to get around there. But
Old Kinderhook.
I think even if you throw sand in Taft's eye, I think he'd be like Mr. Miyagi. You
I
could
mean,
blindfold
still gotta
this
knock him
man,
out.
Yeah,
and you're
I mean,
gonna, and he's gonna
You still
take care
gotta
of
whoop his
business.
ass, even though he's 340
Yeah.
if he gets his paws on you, bro, you're done.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's game over if he gets his hand on
He'll
him.
fuck around and eat
Yeah.
you, bro.
And the
he
fact
looks
was
like these
a
pictures.
wrestling
Yeah.
champ. I'm not sure what intramural
Yeah.
wrestling first intramural wrestling
probably
champ.
just no NCAAs.
Probably
That's
just hair
what they
pulling
called
and
it.
foot stomping.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? But
Yeah. So pick your winner there. I think
that's
that one's
Taft.
pretty
I'm
obvious.
Thinking
Taft,
Tafty.
though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Taft will be a good fight for somebody though.
Yeah.
He's just a big body.
We got some freaking
Um,
bangers on the next round.
I swear to God.
Are we doing more Coliseum style, or are we doing like in a fixed ring?
I would say fixed ring.
Octagon?
Yeah, like
I think it makes it more
octagon.
fair for everybody if we do Coliseum.
Yeah, today. Yeah.
If we do more like no rules.
I feel like it's no rules, but I feel like it. Oh man. I
So
feel
there's
like
no
rules,
sneakiness if you're in
but-
the ring.
Yeah, but there's not. It's no rules, but you can't. There's no dirt to throw in someone's eyes either.
I guess you could bring it in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
could
put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
These guys have got like 1,000
Yeah.
pockets on them.
Bare knuckle. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a magician. Yep.
Yeah.
Van
Could
Buren
definitely
will get in
pull
there.
a
and
rabbit out of his
he'll
ass.
fucking choke him out with his pocket watch
Yeah.
chain.
Okay, here we
Pull
go.
a stake out, distract him.
Next, here we got Chester Taylor versus Chester Arthur versus Zach Taylor.
Fighter.
Chester Arthur, unit, 6'2", 224. Built like a brick shit house.
What was the height there?
6'2", 224. I mean, that's like the ideal male right there. Big time underdog. Everyone was like, bro, this guy sucks. How is he going to be president? And then at the end, everyone was like, damn, that guy was pretty nice.
This guy's sick.
Yeah, so there's some quote out there about how everyone was all shitty he was going to be president, and then he was actually
He's a
pretty
lawyer?
good. So underdog. He also, his family had the Obama allegations because he moved so much as a kid. They used to be like, dude, you're not even from America. Look how many places you lived. And so everyone was all upset about that. And here I just saw it was go up a little bit.
Member of a New
Go
York
back up.
militia?
Yeah, into the New York militia. I didn't even see that. And National Guard. Nice. National Guard.
Chief engineer and quartermaster general.
I feel like being in the National Guard in 1862 was actually hard body because people did try to bring to the doorstep back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolute unit there. Facial hair is just fucking
It's going crazy.
nuts. I
Yeah.
mean, that is awesome.
Never heard of a brush.
Yep. And then also, he does have one on the record fight.
Oh.
They got in a brawl at like some college or something with a bunch of people who supported James Kolk, like his little like crew that he had running around at whatever. I can't remember what fucking college he went to, but yeah, so he did get in a big fight there. So Zach Taylor, tough draw here, kid. 5'8", 170. I mean, 50 pounds and 4 inches.
Old rough and rowdy.
Yep.
Sharon, known for being ready to fight.
Oh, Zach Taylor, nice. I mean, you can be as ready to fight as you want. That's a big weight difference. I have
Yeah.
on here, not the coach of the Bengals.
Nice.
He was a military officer, a national war hero for his actions in Mexican-American War.
Bro.
He also only lasted 16 months in office, though.
Because he was too hard-bodied for
He
it.
died of like stomach ulcer or something like that.
Too
Bro was
soft
eating
belly
too
for
much
it.
Mexican food.
But he was born rich, plantation family. I put in parentheses nutrition. He could eat.
Oh.
And you couldn't read his handwriting. I have in parentheses, same as me, so he can fight.
Nice. That makes sense.
So yeah, I mean it's like Zach Taylor. I think wins against most guys his size.
Yeah.
It's tough to beat Chester Arthur when he's that big. I don't know. I mean, I think this is the first like up in the air one we've had.
Yeah.
You got the small, tough, scrappy guy, and you got the big kind of. I mean, I think he's a little nerdy-ish on the nerdy side, Chester Arthur, but
I'm going Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor, we got the underdog coming.
I am.
I'm gonna leave it up to Zach. I'm biased because I'm big body.
Same name.
He does, honestly.
Are we gonna have
This
an
might
upset in the
actually-
first
this
day of
actually-
March?
Dude, he does look like a mean old bastard, dude.
Dude, he looks.
Oh my god.
Not nice.
No, he doesn't. He looks like he actually was ready to fight that person who
I'm going
painted
Zach
or took
Taylor.
that
I'll
picture.
decide. I'm going Zach
Yeah,
Taylor too.
that's
Chester
kinda-
Arthur,
that's kinda
sorry.
which way I'm
sorry,
leaning, too.
Chester.
Every
Sorry,
picture of him, he
Chester.
looks so mad.
First upset, 6'2", 224 going down. How does
This
Zach
is
Taylor
guy-
beat him though?
It's a guy I can get behind because look
Grit.
at him in this picture
He's
here.
also fought a lot.
He looks like he's sitting there and he's like, "Why the fuck are you guys here to take my picture? Can you
Yeah.
leave me the hell alone?"
He does look like that.
I think he could submit him.
All right, next
He
fight.
gets his back. Who's the next fight?
I believe it might be you, Zach. I think that's the way it's been going, but I don't.
Yeah, it is. That's why I put it up. It's Zach.
Teddy and John Adams.
Teddy and J.A.
Oh yeah, I already know my answer for this one.
All right.
This is a 1 versus 16, basically.
So, Teddy Roosevelt. He's a pretty widely talked about prez here. Also, the most recent president I had in my first round matchups. Served from 1901 to 1909. 43 when he went into office. 42, 43. Youngest president ever. 5'10", 237. Stocky.
Damn.
Stocky. Served as a colonel in the military for 5 years. It said that he was kind of like always sick as a child. He was never healthy. I read somewhere that he had debilitating asthma. He was kind of soft. He ended a lot of wars. He was a great president. I have in here probably a bad fighter. He won a Nobel Peace Prize for ending a war with Japan. But yeah, lawyer, kind of soft, honestly.
Well, what about before?
I mean,
Because you always hear how Teddy Roosevelt was a badass.
Yeah. which I'm not saying he's not badass, but he's kind of like, he seems to me like as a peaceful guy. I'm not saying he can't whoop some ass, but
Yeah, I mean, everyone always just talks about, just type in
um,
Teddy Roosevelt, like, badass or something.
But yeah, he didn't. I don't think he had any military service. Oh no, it's colonel for 5 years. I already said
Here
that.
we go. Theodore Roosevelt was a
What do we
skilled
got?
boxer, wrestler, and martial artist who practiced many of these disciplines in the White House.
Okay.
Successful boxer at Harvard, sparred with professional fighters while serving commissionary of the New York City Police Department.
I did see
regularly
that.
boxed in the White House, and you just leave that out.
Yeah,
That's
commissioner
fucking fake
of the
news
NYPD.
media bias.
What the fuck does it? What does that matter? He was
There it is.
commissioner of some NYPD thing before
one-
he hit the office, bro. What does that matter?
Go back up. In one match,
That
he was
don't
hit
even mean
so
he was
hard
out
he
in the
lost
streets
eyesight.
doing shit.
Really? Where?
In one match, he was hit so hard he lost eyesight in his right eye. Publicly didn't reveal it until he left office.
That's
Didn't
hard
wanna appear
body,
weak.
dude.
Didn't
That's
wanna
hard
appear weak.
body.
Yes,
He got in a
but
scrap a little too hard.
I see him as kind of a peaceful fella still. But anyway, I'm not sitting here like
mean,
talking shit on the guy. Let me get to
Okay.
who he's fighting first. He's fighting against John Adams, who served from 1797 to 1801. 62 years old when he served. 5'7", 185. So 3 inches shorter, 50 pounds lighter. This man, John Adams, was a bozo lawyer who didn't ever do anything. He wanted to do a treaty with Britain instead of taking it to a revolutionary war, like all the way up until the Brits came and tried to demand like some of the people's salary or whatever. He was like all for not going to war with them and having a revolution until like the straw that broke the camel's back, which was apparently after a lot of other people. But he was a lawyer, defended the British soldiers that were in the Boston Massacre, like in the courts, because they were charged for murder. And
Oh,
then
fuck
he
you, buddy.
defended the people. Well, I think it's the I don't know which side he was on, but
Oh.
the British soldiers, I think they were the ones who were standing guard. So I'm still fuzzy on the whole thing. But
I don't know
basically,
how it went down. I thought
basically
they killed.
he was.
I thought they killed like
they
people,
killed 5 people. But
and
I
he
think
defended. So
he
was-
defended the ones that were up for murder.
So they were. That would be the British, right?
Okay, yeah. So basically, he defended them, and then he defended the people that threw out all the shit in the Boston Tea Party too in court. So basically, he was just defending everybody that was doing the dope shit.
Yeah. Well,
He's kind of a bozo.
Was Boston Massacre? I thought Americans got killed by British.
I'm pretty sure they did because
So he defended the British, and then he
soldiers-
also defended the. Okay, this guy's a freaking.
That's what I'm
two-face,
saying, bro. He's wishy-washy with this shit. I
Stand
think he
for
was 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Stand for something or die for nothing. Pass Teddy Roosevelt. all day.
But yeah,
By
I
a
haven't
mile.
heard that Teddy
Yeah.
gets an easy
Yep.
dub.
Yep.
Okay. My
Yeah,
the
just
next
a fucking
match.
bozo lawyer. He's like, you
I
guys
know.
did something cool. I'll defend
There
you.
are a lot of lawyers that get in here.
Yeah,
where
there's
I'm just-
it seems like all of them, damn near.
it's either like a lawyer or a war leader.
Yeah, I swear to God, that's the 2 paths.
All right, so the next matchup is Ulysses S. Grant versus James K. Polk.
Oh,
Ulysses is hard body.
Yeah, Ulysses is hard-bodied. He was an actual Civil War general, commanded troops under fire, cool under pressure. He.
Wait, what side was he a general for?
I don't have that in my notes, and I don't have it in my memory either.
if Shane Gillis is telling the truth, I think he was on the Confederate side, but he freed his slaves. I know he was anti-slavery. If Shane Gillis tells the
But he
truth,
still fought for the.
Led the Union
Confederate side?
forces
led the Union forces. Okay.
to victory in the Civil War. They said he was a hard drinker, like basically an alcoholic, kind of. Big on cigar smoking as well.
Nice.
Nice.
Baller.
Guy
He
likes
was
to party.
he was a man's
Smoking some
man.
bats.
Man's
He was
man.
5'8". Polk was also 5'8". The height and weight matchup, I believe, is pretty similar. I never found Grant's weight, but Polk was listed at 5'8", 160. Polk never had any combat either, like no combat under his belt. So I don't really know about.
That's Grant. He said Polk.
Yeah, Polk didn't have any combat under his belt. Also, apparently, this was supposed to stand up for him being tough, but he had bladder stone surgery as a kid. No anesthesia, so
Oh.
yeah.
Who did that? Polk?
Polk did that.
Sorry, Polk.
Wait, hang on. Before you go on, can
Yep.
that be a new tagline for the show? Polk did that?
Yeah,
Polk did that.
Polk did that. Yeah, but it was pretty much assumed that he would be kind of like a Van Buren guy. He'd probably try and find a way to fight dirty because he has no actual like fighting ability or never led wars.
He
Just
was. Guess look whose protege he was. Go back up.
Yeah, I saw that.
who's protege?
Andrew Jackson's protege.
Yeah, well, shit, he must have been
Yeah, but
just
he was a
working the system.
freaking Democrat libtard.
Back then, Democrats were the opposite.
But yeah, I'm going with Ulysses S. Grant. in this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I think so
Yep.
too.
Yep. It's a no-brainer.
I think you punch somebody right in the shit.
Yep. Oh, Herbie Who versus Tommy J.
Tom Johnson?
Okay, Herbert Hoover, 6 foot,
Oh,
187.
Okay.
31st president. He got absolutely dominated
Yeah.
by the Great Depression.
Yes, absolutely. He did.
Dominated. Like
Bro.
that's all everyone knows about him.
That's literally they formed a cardboard box
Yep.
like town outside
Yep.
of the White House.
He was famous for like feeding people as like the food administrator. I don't like he would like feed. I don't really know. I mean,
Yeah.
He became he became known as like the food dictator.
Food guy.
Yes, but that was like what his big claim to fame was. He like got people a bunch of food like after wars and stuff. I guess I don't really know. He was Quaker, pacifist. Sorry. I
Well, that's
know.
going to go against you.
Yep,
What
yeah,
does
it is.
pacifist mean?
It means you're against fighting.
Oh, I got you.
Which I really think that only means war. I don't know
Yeah.
if pacifist is like a street fight. I don't know if that classifies.
What a
It
fucking
does.
loser. This guy didn't want to go to war.
Yeah. He hated frats and sororities, which I think is funny. That's, they are sus. So he also helped organize football games. Football guy. Cal versus Stanford. He went to Stanford and he like helped organize the big game, the first ever big game.
Chinese though.
Did he?
Can't trust him.
Mandarin or Chinese?
Probably one and the same. Something.
I don't know if they're the same or not.
They are.
Oh, he spoke 8 languages. No, that's his
I mean,
name.
they're not-
Mandarin
they're
is
not
a
the same.
dialect
Who the
of
fuck is
Chinese.
Lou Hoover? His dad?
Herbert and Lou Hoover.
Luger
He was
or
in
spoke
China.
natively with
Okay,
his-
I didn't know he went to China. Going to China back then is fucking nuts. It's kind of hard by.
They spoke Chinese in the White House when they wanted a private conversation. That's some spy shit, bro. I don't like that at all.
Everybody was just sitting out behind the White House,
crazy.
just like, dude, help us make money. And he's like, no.
Ching chong bone candy.
Hong Kong, Beijing,
Hong Kong, Beijing, Shanghai,
Shanghai.
Pyongyang.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's-
Thomas Jefferson.
Fuck Hoover.
That
is sick, though.
obviously that I hate him.
Wrote the Declaration of Independence,
Yeah,
bro.
founding father. Obviously a big plus for being a founding father.
Yeah.
6'2", 174. Not a Quaker. Third president. He was obviously, racist, rapist, is what I have in here. He was born rich, handed a massive plantation, kind of whack. Was in the Fat Hat Club, is a frat. Obviously that means he can't fight without his boys.
Yeah.
So it's a 1v1. We got a pro frat versus anti-frat matchup here. A lot of these guys, like when you go look through it, they either loved it or hated frats.
Yeah.
Like I saw a lot of like notes like that. Like this guy fucking hated frats. This guy was like, dude, frats are sick.
They either got
Jefferson.
accepted in one in
Yeah,
college or they
yeah,
got
bro.
denied from one in
Jefferson's
college.
going to get clowned when
Yeah.
he shows up in his fucking Sigma F
Yep.
t-shirt to the fight.
And I have nerd too. He like collected a fuckload of books. He had like a whole 200 book library by the time he was 17, and it burned down. And then he made 2 more whole libraries. So I don't know what to think about him. I mean, he was founding fathers, hard body. I mean, but he was born rich. I mean, I think this is one of the worst matchups that this is
Yeah.
the worst matchup I had. I mean, the guy who got absolutely pwned by the Great Depression, and then Thomas Jefferson. I think it goes to Thomas Jefferson just based off the reach and the fact that he was alive during harder times.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really all I have to go off of. I didn't see a lot about Thomas Jefferson when it came to like, he was one of the smart guys. He wasn't like one of the war guys.
Yeah.
Hoover was kind of the same way. So
Bunch of bozos, man.
yeah, I would probably go Jefferson. I don't know though. You guys.
I'm going Jefferson on that.
So, I mean, being a Quaker just is unacceptable.
Yeah.
To be honest.
What exactly is a Quaker?
And in terms of, I don't really know.
You ever
Some type of-
seen
it's
the,
a-
uh,
it's
just
a-
like
it's a
oatmeal?
denomination of Christianity, but
Oh, pass. Jefferson. Jefferson.
yeah. Jefferson.
No, I'll
Zach,
take
you're up.
Jefferson. I'm up?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
Sure about that? Who is it?
So, I don't know. Hey, Ayers.
Let me see here.
Bracketologist.
Is it me? Where we
Andrew
at?
Johnson and Franklin Pierce.
All right. Andrew Johnson served from 1865 to 1869. 57 years old. 5'10", 174. This guy he's kind of crazy. Born very poor. Never went to a day of school in his life. Bro, never went to a day of school. Became the president after never going to school. So never goes to school. His dad died when he was 3. Bro, guess how his dad died? This is some of the
Pneumonia.
craziest shit I've ever heard.
No, he got ran over by a
Horse.
It's so much worse than both of those. His dad
Kicked by a cow.
saves 3 people from drowning. The next day, he's in like the town square, like getting honored for it. And as he's ringing the town bell, he has a heart attack and dies.
Oh my God!
When he was 3,
His dad?
Dad died when he was 3, having a heart attack, ringing the town bell.
Damn.
And
he's
then
getting
his
the keys to the
family-
city.
Wait. His dad died when he was how old?
Oh, my mic was muted.
Andrew Johnson was 3 when his dad died.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
I was
they're
like, that's
from-
hard bodied if his dad was 3 years old
Yeah.
and saved 3 people from drowning and then died of a heart attack. Like, man, this man really lives a
man
whole
really- yeah, I
life
was
in
about to
3 years.
He had a kid. He
Yeah.
saved 3 people from drowning, and he died of a heart attack. I mean,
Got
that-
honored
yeah.
for a medal, rang a bell, and
Got
died.
the keys to the city.
Crazy. But yeah, he's from Raleigh, and then he moved from Raleigh to Tennessee, mostly on foot, it says.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting. So he got there. He had slaves for 20 years, and then he freed his slaves in like 1863 and then kept them on as paid servants. And then shortly after that, he was like elected to go be the military governor of Tennessee. And then as soon as he got to Tennessee, he freed all the slaves in Tennessee. And then he died of a stroke at 66.
So nothing about fighting or war or nothing.
It didn't say it on the
How the fuck did he become
Wikipedia.
president?
I don't know.
He didn't go to fucking school. He didn't have a dad.
Said he didn't go to school.
He's look. No,
He was the
I was
first
about to say,
president
I
who
was
put
just
up a
looking
Christmas
at
tree.
his,
how did
I was just looking at his
this Franklin
Wikipedia.
Pierce- Can you Google how did Andrew Johnson become president?
But yeah, crazy shit.
Like, what did he? He didn't ever. Did he become a lawyer or nothing like that?
He put his name on the ballot, and they thought it was Jackson. They were like, "Oh, that guy was good. He's back."
Oh,
again?
that's what it was. Yes,
Oh,
he was after
wa-
Lincoln.
Oh, but did he win? Did he win an election?
Let me see here. Yes, he won the next election after that.
So they wanted to keep the
Dang,
Lincoln
so
thing going.
Oh, so dude, I bet Lincoln picked him as, or is this back before they picked?
It was his
and
VP.
a loser.
Him and
But he used to be the
Oh,
loser.
yeah, you're right.
remember?
I don't remember if it was a loser or not. I didn't see that on Wikipedia.
Wait, no, it said he was chosen as his Lincoln's running mate.
Okay,
Okay. So
so maybe it was after they did that.
Oh, it's because you know why? It's because he went to Tennessee, and they were a southern state that remained loyal to the Union.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
But he
Oh.
went to like
So he was like a pawn, basically. They're like, oh, let's just take this guy in, so that way Tennessee stays on our good side.
Fainting Frankie is not a good nickname if you're trying to win a fight.
no.
Fell off his horse and fainted.
Oh wait.
That's my leader.
Wait, that one's hard body.
He had no middle name.
Yes, sir.
Franklin
has no
Pierce.
name.
State your full name, sir. Franklin Pierce.
Wait. We're talking about Andrew Johnson.
Yeah, but this is next.
Oh, okay.
What else you got on Andy?
That's the only thing I have on Andrew Johnson.
Okay, so
Franklin Pierce.
He seems like he was a pawn, pretty uneventful. Honestly, didn't go to school.
Yeah.
Which is insane to be.
He had a pretty
president, not go to
uneventful life.
school.
I just saw that his dad died when he was 3, and I was like, "Ooh, that shit's tough." And then he moved to Tennessee mostly by foot, and I was like, "Okay, this guy,
Yeah.
he went through it a little bit."
Did they inherit depression and alcoholism?
Oh, of course,
Seemed
man.
like something you inherit.
That's what they say.
Well, back
Yeah, I was
then,
gonna say I
that's
know
the only thing you'd inherit.
alcoholism for sure. I didn't know depression.
But
didn't know
Franklin Pierce, I got like almost nothing on Franklin Pierce from his Wikipedia. He served
fainted.
from 1853 to 1857, was 49, 5'10", 162, was in the military for 16 years, but it barely said anything about it. And then he was American expansionist when he was in office. And so he was just in there signing shit, trying to go like, let's go buy this land, let's go do that, let's go do that. He tried to get Cuba from Spain like 2 or 3 times and was unsuccessful every time.
Donald Trump. He's on Donald
And
Trump shit.
pretty
He's
much
like,
everybody
dude,
made fun of him because
you know
they
what
were
we're
like,
gonna do? We're gonna make Cuba the next fucking Riviera.
bro, ultimately the straw that broke the camel's back, he got buried in a landslide for his next election because somebody in his like little cabinet released a document basically saying that Spain had to annex Cuba, or we were just gonna like go to war with them. And everybody was like, "What the fuck are you doing, dog?" And then they were like, "Dude, we're not picking you again."
Nobody wants Cuba.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make Cuba a thing.
Go to school, kid.
He was also widely criticized for openly opposing Abe Lincoln trying to free the slaves.
This is Franklin Pierce?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was a heavy drinker and eventually died of cirrhosis.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is
but-
cirrhosis?
But
I
yeah,
don't
pretty
know.
uneventful.
Yeah, this
I
is
also
kind
heard a
of-
rumor. This is strictly a rumor. I heard he might have been gay, Franklin Pierce.
Really?
Yes.
That's what I heard about Abe Lincoln, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they
Interesting.
hated each other so much.
Yeah.
Because they knew they could never be together.
Maybe they kissed, and then one was like...
There was sparks flying, and then
Yeah,
one
That's
of their
why
dads
you chose him
saw
as his
him.
running
Oh,
mate.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't his... You're
Oh.
thinking of Andrew Johnson.
Okay, my bad. I'm mixing them up.
Franklin Pierce and Abe Lincoln probably kissed, and then that's why they started hating each other, because one of them didn't feel the same one the other way did.
That was the only
So
way
you're
to
gonna-
make
that-
it so
dude,
nobody
what if
caught
that was
on.
So
like
you're
the-
going to call, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
what
yeah,
if-
for sure. I'm going to call you, bro.
What if that was like the... What kicked off the Civil War was Franklin Pierce and
kiss?
Abe Lincoln
The kiss heard around the world.
Oh, yeah. Was that the Revolutionary War, the shot heard around the world?
I think so, yeah.
I forgot about that. Dude,
Same.
History's crazy.
Because that's not the Civil War. It's crazy how many different wars we've had.
I know. Okay.
But yeah,
So
I've-
I don't fucking know. Both these people suck.
Yeah, I personally have Andrew
I'm gonna
Johnson.
go Andrew Johnson too, just because
Same.
this guy fell off his horse and fainted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Fucking-
bad look.
Also, the fact that it had him just listed as military for 16 years, and then it's like, well, he was in these wars, but it didn't say anything about what he did on his Wikipedia.
You know what else is funny? I was like doing all this, and I was just the whole time I was like, damn, every one of these motherfuckers is old as fuck.
Yeah.
Where are all the
same.
modern presidents?
Same.
They're all on the fucking. They all got to buy for one, which I don't know why. But I'm like, dude, why is every single person like 1,000 years
Bro,
old?
I was mad as hell sitting there. I was like, are you these motherfuckers gave me somebody from 1901 for my most recent? I was like, what the fuck, man?
All of them are old as shit.
Yeah.
I had a 1700 in there for one of them.
The next fight is a family feud here. We've
Ooh.
got Benjamin Harrison versus his grandpa, William Henry Harrison.
Oh shit, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Both of them about the same height, about 5'7". Benjamin Harrison was a lawyer turned president, grandson of William Henry Harrison, with no battlefield experience from Benjamin Harrison.
So Benjamin Harrison's a pussy.
Yeah, Benjamin Harrison was a little bit softer. I mean, he's the
got a
younger
fort here,
generation
dude.
than his tough grandpa.
Yeah.
William Henry Harrison, old school general, veteran of Tippecanoe. I think that was his nickname too. Was Old Tippecanoe.
OT.
OT.
I wonder,
OT.
and this is a legit question. I wonder if that actually came from him tipping over a canoe.
Tip a canoe?
Yeah.
I think it was like Indian.
Well, yeah, but I wonder if it like originally came from like, oh, that guy tipped a canoe over. Let's call him Tip a Canoe. Or this place is where our canoe
the
tipped over.
origin of Tippecanoe. Yeah.
Like this is where our canoe tipped over.
Yeah, I
think
bet you it was.
Indian, and they didn't speak English, so that wouldn't make a
Okay.
lot of sense.
I'm sure they called them canoes.
Tip. Maybe tip just makes sense. Tip over.
Maybe it was maybe the land looked like the tip of a canoe. I bet that's probably more likely.
Buffalo fish.
I could see that.
Miami, Illinois word for buffalo fish.
William Henry, he led them in the Battle of Tippecanoe.
Nice.
Also, this one was kind of funny fact about him. William Henry Harrison, at his inauguration, he refused to wear a coat, trying to show off his toughness, and immediately caught pneumonia.
Yes,
Died?
I've heard about
And died.
this. I've heard about this one. Yeah, I
Who
do
did
remember
that?
that. William Henry wasn't
William
it?
Henry
Yeah.
Harrison
That's hard body.
It
though.
is
I'm
hard
sorry.
body,
refused
bro.
to wear
I
a
don't
coat,
care if it got you. That's hard body.
gave him pneumonia, and died.
Wait, what did this say about Indiana? What are Indiana?
And then also,
Fort
this was
Bend
kind of a
is
cool
like-
thing. This is also a cool thing about him. He
Fort
had
Bend is like his place.
his
Yeah, I just
campaign had it included giving out free booze,
Oh, that's
Nice.
kinda sick.
That is sick.
which I mean,
I swear I just saw the word Indiana on this page, and now I can't find it.
Ben Harrison is from.
There was a fish, the river in Indiana. Tippecanoe River's named after a fish.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean,
The more you know.
could you
man.
imagine
The more
running
you know,
for
man.
Governor of the Indiana Territory for 12 years. Thank you.
Yeah,
William
bro, they're
Henry
from
Harrison.
here. Fort Bend. It's
well,
Benjamin Harrison.
He was
bro.
born in Virginia.
Fort
William
Bend.
Henry was.
Yeah.
Oh, we're named after the son? We should be named after William Henry. He would whoop his fucking grandson's
There's
He
a
ass.
didn't
school
live
up in-
long enough to get a fort, bro. He died.
There's
He
a
died.
school up. There's a high
That's not
school.
get to be
Inaugurated.
president. You can't get a fort?
He's got a school named after him in Lafayette.
Does he?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
fuck
William
Lafayette.
Henry Harrison High School.
That's a mouthful to say for
yeah,
high
it
school,
is.
bro.
It is.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking it's crazy.
Would
Like,
you
could you
just-
imagine if you're running for president and you're like, also, like, on part of my like thing that I'm going to be doing here, we're going to be giving out free booze. That was part of his campaign. I feel like that's just one of those bullshit things you say to like
Yeah.
get votes. It's like,
And back then
I'm
it
going to get
actually
rid of
works.
your school debt.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no
I'll
shit.
vote for Biden. I'll vote for Biden.
Back then it actually worked. He's like, I'll just give everybody booze. And they were like, say less, bro. We're going to actually show up for this. Are
Yeah.
you kidding? You know how hard it is to get alcohol, bro?
The other thing, if they're fighting at the age when they were in office, Grandpa Harrison had a cane, so I mean that's fair play. He doesn't have to sneak that into the.
I think it's primes. I think they're fighting in their primes.
No. I thought we agreed they were fighting when they got
in the
inaugurated.
office. Yeah, same.
That's what all my ages I took down were.
Same.
No, that's who. I haven't even
That's all
paid
we can go
attention to
off
that.
of,
We're
bro.
going off of the prime. We're basing off of the
No,
prime of
can't
their
base
life.
it off
I think
the
you're outnumbered
prime.
here.
I think it's fair to say that they're still pretty close to their prime when most of them were in, unless it's like boldly
William
stated
Henry
otherwise.
Harrison's gonna lose to his bitch-ass grandson because
No.
he had a cane.
Probably,
No,
yeah.
William Henry Harrison's going to win because he had a
I
cane.
mean, he can whack a king, and whack a guy with a cane.
Oh, you're not
He's
winning
hard-bodied.
You're not winning a fight if you can't fucking walk.
I'm with Leo
People
on this,
who
but
have
I
a
see both
cane
sides.
I mean,
can
you're just-
walk. They just want a little assistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not winning a fight if you do that.
I mean,
There's
if I had a
just-
cane in my hand and I was on my knees, I
William
guarantee I'd
Henry-
beat you in a
if
fight.
William
But you're
Henry-
an able-bodied man.
Yeah,
No,
you
if I
are.
was on my knees
No,
but
with
you're
a
still
cane,
able-bodied.
Swing
You're
your
sitting on your
arm at full
knees.
speed.
but I can't walk.
But you can
That's your
swing.
point.
This guy's gonna try
You're
to
saying
swing the
he can't
cane. He's
walk.
gonna be like,
Your point was that if
and
you
fall
can't
over
walk,
and die. He fucking died of cold weather.
your point. You said that was hard-bodied.
It
Now
was
you're
hard
saying
body
it's
did
to
say
weak.
not
that.
wear
You
the
did
coat.
say that.
But I'm saying
You're flip-flopping.
You did say
on me.
even if it got to you. I heard
And then
you
you
say
said,
those words.
and
I
then you
did say
said,
that. I
and then
did
you
say
said
that.
if he
I
can't
did
walk,
say
how
that.
can he win a
But
fight?
for
But I
his-
just said he's on his knees with a cane, and you're saying now he can't swing it.
I've been assuming we've been going off the prime the whole time. If we're not, that's fine. But if
We're not.
I mean,
let's
then it's
definitively
obviously Benjamin
say.
Harrison. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I'll agree with you, but I do see what Evan's saying. A cane is a leg up, but
He can't
Let
swing
me
it,
ask
though.
this: it depends
How do you
on
know
how
that?
old was Ben Harrison? How old was he?
Oh.
Was he semi close to the same age?
When
Because
he
if he
was
was only
in
like
there.
5 years younger,
I'm just saying,
then
if
the
this
cane
guy
might be the
wouldn't
difference
wear
maker.
a coat because he wanted to show how tough he was, then he absolutely needed the fuck out of that cane. He probably should have been in a wheelchair.
Oh, so now you're
Probably
trying to say FDR can't fight?
FDR.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair. You saying guys in wheelchairs can't fight
He
now?
was in a wheelchair when he was inaugurated.
Yeah, in office, bro. You've never
Christ.
seen
I
the
thought
picture
we
of
were
him with the
going off
blanket over the
prime,
legs?
prime of their
Come
life,
on, bro.
The fact that we're going off when they were inaugurated is ridiculous.
I thought we agreed upon. Bro, how are we supposed to just sit here and assume what they were like in the primes of their lives? The Wikipedia
All
only
the
tells
prime-
about the
prime of
presidential
their
shit.
life. No, all the shit. You're talking about him moving on foot to fucking Tennessee. That's not when he was president.
Okay, but that's not telling me anything about it. It's telling me his family moved. That's not too crazy. It is crazy he moved on foot, but
You're giving a
Also, that means
backstory on how
all the
hard-bodied
war-
this guy
All the
is.
war stuff is just all for naught then.
No, it's not.
No,
Because
I
their
mean,
it's your
president-
resume.
Their president's
It's the
20
resume.
10
Only
years
if they
later.
did
But
it,
it doesn't
yeah.
fucking matter because it
Well,
was
it's
10 years ago, 15 years
10.
ago.
I mean, 10 is
That's not
that
true.
long ago, bro.
It was back then.
That's not true
Nah,
at
we
all.
don't know that. We don't know that.
That's not true at all.
I will say though, if they were elected like 22 years after they was in the military, bro. I mean,
I just didn't
yeah,
do my, I
then
just didn't
some of
do
that
my,
ain't gonna be there.
My research in that way, because then I would have been looking up. I didn't
So
even
today's
pay attention.
Mike Tyson versus somebody else would just throw out all of Mike Tyson's history of fighting.
He's about to fight Jake Paul, and that will prove my point exactly.
No, it won't.
Didn't they already
If
do
he
that?
loses, it will.
No,
Didn't they
it
already
won't.
do that?
How will it not? Because Mike Tyson is obviously going to whoop Jake Paul's ass.
Bro, they already
if
did
it's
that.
like a historical prime battle.
I'm saying you're throwing
it's
out all
historic-
of his
if it-
background. We're fighting. These people are around the same age, though.
Bro, didn't
I
they
mean, I
already
think
fight?
Jake Paul's going to win, so yes, I'm throwing out all of his background.
That's not the same, though. We're talking about
Didn't
two.
this already
That's
happen?
the exact
No,
same.
it's not.
I-
Benjamin Harrison was
fight?
fucking 58 when he got elected, and
But he
William
could
Henry Harrison
walk.
was
He didn't have a
65.
fucking cane, bro.
I'm actually gonna. If he was 58, I'm actually gonna flip. I'm gonna go with William Henry.
This is
I really
absolute
think so.
travesty.
That's what I'm
We're
saying.
picking
I really
a
think so.
guy who can't fucking walk to win in a fight.
How
This
many
is-
people have you seen with a cane that
this
can't
is
walk?
all-
But you was
this is
just
all
talking
under
about
protest.
How many people
But
have
you
you
were
seen with a
talking
cane that
about how
can't walk?
pussy made Benjamin was, and he's only 7
Yeah.
years younger than this man.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's never been to a
there are
battle.
you do have to admit there are some people that he could beat in a fight.
He already lost because we already chose William
I
Henry.
did-
That's just fucking crazy that we're. In,
You want me to flip a
William
coin?
Henry. I picked William Henry Harrison too, but on the grounds that we're going off the prime. If we're going off the fact that he can't walk,
I'm going off
without
the
I didn't say he
inauguration.
can't walk.
I'm
He
going
can't
off the
walk without
inauguration.
assistance. Fine, I'll add that part in there. He can't walk on his fucking own. He needs a cane to walk.
No,
We're
I don't
expecting
even
him to
think that's
win a
what
fight.
it is.
He doesn't
That's
need a
ridiculous.
cane,
Pretty
bro.
much,
He
I
could
would
use
say-
a walker
I would
He
too.
say
didn't wear a coat.
He could
because
use a walker
He didn't
too,
wear a
though.
coat.
I would say
Has a cane.
90% of people who use a cane can walk without a cane. They cannot walk a long time without a cane.
He didn't wear a coat because he wanted to prove how badass he was, which means that
Which
if he
is
didn't
badass.
absolutely need that cane, he wouldn't fucking have it. So he needed the fuck out of that cane. Is my point.
He's gonna have it
Which
in the fight.
means-
That's the only good point you've made.
Okay.
You've made one good
He's gonna
point.
have
So
the
he
cane in the
really
fight.
needs the fucking cane to walk. Is my point.
I don't
We're
know.
gonna say he's gonna win.
I
a
don't know
fight
how much.
when he
I am.
can't walk without the cane on.
I
I'm
am.
gonna say that he can walk without the cane, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be slower and not
I'm
for very
assuming
long.
He can't swing the cane because
No,
the
you
cane's
can't
not on
assume
the
that.
fucking ground.
You can't assume that.
I'm
He's
not
gotta have the
assuming that.
cane. The other,
Nah.
he needs two canes, and he's gonna have to put one cane on the ground and swing. The
Okay,
other
how
one.
about if I tell you this? What if he just goes and he just braces himself on one side of the cage and starts swinging the cane with the other hand? Now we're on to something.
Or what if he just puts the cane around his neck and just fucking chokes him out?
Gotta
Honestly.
get his back first. It's hard when you can't move.
Well,
really
as soon
hard.
as
What
soon
if
as
he
he
just
gets on
really
you, you
fucking
wrap
hard
around.
What
can't
if he
fucking
runs up
move.
behind him, starts giving him back shots, just punching him in the back?
He can't move. How is he gonna get behind him?
All right, then what if I just push it up against the front of your neck?
I would just be like, dude, you're too weak and you need a cane to walk.
You're 60
Would you
years
rather
old.
me-
I'm not too weak.
Would you
You're
rather
also
me
60.
flip a coin for it as opposed to giving it to William Henry?
No.
I would rather
Don't do
us
that.
like hash this out.
I'm William Henry's my pick.
So
Same
you're
here.
So no matter what I say, there's no. I mean, we're a guy.
I
who
feel like
can't walk.
I feel like we've generally got the gist of the facts that
But
we've
you
been
seem
presented.
Like you picked it just because I'm getting animated on the other side.
No,
No, I think-
no.
Because
I
you
was with
flip-flopped
you.
it.
I was with you until I heard that Ben Harrison was 58. Until I heard that he was only 7 years younger, I was on your side.
The guy can't walk. I mean, what are we doing? I mean, fine. William Henry Harrison wins. The guy can't fucking walk and he wins the fight. But whatever.
He's about to go to the fucking championship with that attitude.
how much do we know he can't walk though?
He has a cane.
My grandpa had a cane for the last fucking 10 years of his life, and I saw him walk everywhere without it.
Try and have him swing it at you.
He did. He bought me in the head. It hurt like a bug.
You liar.
All
I
right.
saw him swing it though. I saw him swinging at birds and
Next
shit.
fight, Warren G.
This is. I don't even want to do this anymore.
William Henry's got you bent out of shape, dog.
Can't walk.
No, literally the only thing
William Henry's under
Here's
your
the other thing.
skin,
You
The
bro.
only
can't-
thing that got
you
Leo bent out
cannot-
of shape
you
was the
can't-
age.
You can't.
That's
bring,
the only thing.
We also said it's in a cage. You can't. He can't bring his fucking cane in.
Yes, no.
No,
You
no.
can.
No,
you can.
he's in a cage.
Yes,
That's literally
no,
the
no.
very first.
We
over
literally-
here.
no, no,
over
no.
here.
Okay.
Over here.
We brought this
unbiased
up.
arbitrator.
Literally,
We
the
brought this
very
up
first
a
thing
long
I
time ago.
said
Yes.
was he has a
Yes.
cane that he will be bringing
We
in the
brought
cane.
it up
In
a
the
long
I didn't
time
even
ago,
hear
and
that.
you
I
didn't put a
literally
halt
looked
on it
you
back
in the
then.
eyes
I didn't
when I
hear
said
that.
it.
I didn't pick up on that.
Why can he bring a cane? That's
Because he has.
Because he needs it to
because he's-
walk.
Okay, fine. Benjamin Harrison can
Because
bring
he
one
has
too.
a cane in every fucking
he
picture.
Everybody
He
can
doesn't
have
have
a
a
cane. You know what?
cane.
I'm
No, no,
going to
no.
bring a fucking gun to it. How about that?
What's next? You're going to tell me that FDR can't take his
You know,
wheelchair in the
actually,
ring?
Donald Trump wins because he's just going to drone the whole thing.
FDR can't take his wheelchair in the cage now? Is that what we're trying to do?
No, he
The guy
can't.
needs it to walk.
That's why you wouldn't put him in the fucking cage in a wheelchair. You go back 20 years when he's in his prime.
This guy is so fucking ableist. It's making me sick right now.
God
He was
damn.
born with polio, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I don't know
What
if he was
prime
born
are
with
you
it, but
looking
he
for?
Got it at least very young if
Who?
he wasn't born with it. FDR.
I'm not even talking about FDR.
Yeah, I know. It's the same thing. If you're saying that he can't take his cane and he can't walk without it, then
if
you're going to
FDR
say,
goes in there in a wheelchair and we pick him to win, I'm going to break my TV.
I would like to see him win. I think he
I already
can
know
pull
who
it
wins
off.
that fight then.
people who go into fights. People who go into fights who are paralyzed from the waist down, they go in sitting on the ground. They don't get their wheelchair.
I agree.
That's not how it's going to work.
I agree.
That's how fights work.
Yeah,
Not
dude.
here.
Why does he get a weapon? Because he can't walk.
Oh, wait, I forgot that we said there was rules, right? Oh, wait, no, we said there was no
You
rules.
did say no rules. The only rule we ironed out
we
was
said
in a
octagon,
cage,
no rules.
sand to throw.
We said octagon, no rules.
The only thing we said was there's no
fine.
sand to
Then
throw.
You said
anybody
it.
can bring a weapon in. So now William Henry Harrison has a weapon
How
too.
about
So
this?
who wins now?
What
If
does he
William
carry with
Henry
him? What
Harrison-
I
does he
mean,
take
it's a
pictures with?
fight.
If-
It's MMA, mixed martial arts. There's no weapons.
If
So there's
Benjamin
rules on
Harrison
MMA.
can find a weapon that's key
So
to
there's
his
rules or not
mobility, he
rules?
can
You're
bring
literally
it in.
all over the place.
It's a
You have
hand-to-hand
said
combat.
left, right, left,
it's hand-to-hand
right, left, right.
combat, no
He
rules.
did. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You would hate to see Evan in a debate. He's talking circles around your ass right now. He's got you in knots.
Dude, he's talking about. Dude, he's going. He's going in. He's bringing a whole different
Leo was
thing.
like you can eye gouge.
Yeah,
You can stick
fish
a
hook.
finger up their ass. all
Yeah,
that
whatever you want to fucking do.
Stick a finger up their ass. I thought this was a fight,
I
not
mean,
a
we were
fun
getting
You
time.
away-
gave the okay to Van Buren having sand in his pocket.
No, we said no.
No,
No.
said-
We
we
can
said
go
if
back
he
and
snuck it
we
in there.
If he
Snuck.
it in.
You have
we
to,
said
if
it, and you guys both agreed.
All right,
That was
all
a
right.
magician. Of
I
course, he's
got
gonna
an
have it
idea.
on him.
If
You
it'll-
said it.
All right, listen.
You guys
listen,
said
Do you
it.
not know what a joke is?
Listen, if it'll make everybody feel better, William Henry Harrison.
This whole fucking thing is
He'll
a joke.
stuff
What are you
his
talking
cane
about?
down
I know what a
his pants.
fucking joke is.
He'll stuff the cane down his pants and he'll sneak it into the ring, just like he snuck in the
Okay,
sand.
so
Van
now you have to
Buren.
take into account that he has to take the 30 seconds it's going to take him to get it out of his pants because he can't walk without it.
We also have to take into account that this guy, Ben Harrison, he's not going to want to kill his grandpa. If he knocks him out, he's killing him. He's going to
Yes,
die.
he does. Haven't you ever heard of
You don't wanna
fucking
kill him.
goddamn
He just took
Sigmund
a-
Freud or whatever? Everyone wants to kill their dad.
No.
He could literally just be like, "I'm taking you out of the will if you hit me." Fight over.
He's already president, though, because remember, why doesn't he need the will if he's already president? Because that's when they're fighting his inauguration.
That's true, Evan.
If he's still alive in this situation, then he's just going to take him out of the will.
He
And
doesn't need the will. He's the president.
he is in this situation. William Grandpa is fucking still alive, so he doesn't have the
Okay.
property yet.
That's
he doesn't
true.
need the property. He's the president.
Guys, we've entered a time continuum wormhole in our MMA bracket.
I know.
Where's he gonna go after he retires?
There's no accessories to just your body and your body alone.
I mean,
I think he gets the
I mean, I
cane.
feel like
I think
that's
he gets the
obvious.
cane.
I feel like that had to be. That was like without saying. I didn't realize we were gonna be bringing canes into the cage.
I really thought you heard us when we said it like 20 minutes
Yeah.
ago. I thought we kept gliding right on past it, so I just
probably
assumed.
when I stood up and threw my shit
No,
away.
no,
you were here.
no.
Yeah, you were
I don't
here.
know. I just didn't. I didn't hear it or pick up on it. I mean, yeah, it's not MMA anymore.
Well,
I mean, he
yes,
has a- he
you
has
said
a-
that earlier.
he has a
Yes,
weapon.
you said this earlier.
Why?
Because you said it. I don't know why you
What
said
did
it.
I
Because
say?
we
Yeah.
talked about it and you said it.
What did I say?
That it wasn't MMA rules.
There's all types of different MMA.
We
Not Sambo's MMA. You can literally do
Oh,
fucking
you can
anything in
argue all you
Sambo.
want. You literally said it already. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Because,
So,
like,
we
I
give it
thought
in the
this
cane,
was
literally
this
just
is above
backtracking on
board.
everything
No,
you
you're-
said.
You're being conniving and like
No.
sneaking in something that is like obviously you can't bring a weapon in there. But you said no rules. That's like if I said, "Oh, we're playing no fouls and pickup," and you just start tackling people. You're
I
just
wouldn't have
being
even
an
had
asshole.
I wouldn't have even had a problem with it if it wasn't for the fact that I started out by saying that he has
He
a cane
did.
in there,
We
and
did
you
get it out of
literally
the way.
That's fine.
started
I
with
didn't
it
hear
from
it.
the
I
get-go,
didn't hear it. I
and you
don't know
never
what
had a
said.
problem
I
with
didn't-
it
it's not
until
that
the very
I didn't have
end.
a problem with it. I didn't fucking.
So
hear it.
we have to iron this out.
I can't
didn't.
wait till you see the
I
video
think he
when
should
I'm
get-
like 4 inches from your face telling you he has a cane, and you're like nodding your head, yeah.
I didn't pick it up. I didn't pick it up.
All right, we gotta move past
I didn't
this.
pick it up.
We have to decide: is he getting the cane in the ring? I vote yes.
Harrison
I'm gonna
wins.
get outvoted because you guys both.
Well,
think,
it's 2v2, so how are we gonna decide?
No.
Harrison
I don't know.
wins.
Well,
I mean,
no.
I don't
First,
even,
we have
I
to
don't
decide:
even care.
does he get the cane in the
give
ring?
him the fucking cane.
Does he get
William
the
Henry
cane?
Harrison
Does
wins.
FDR
It's
get the
all-
wheelchair?
This is completely tainted when someone gets a fucking weapon. It just doesn't make
Cane or
any
not,
sense.
cane or not, I have William Henry Harrison.
Cane isn't a weapon, bro. It's an accessory.
Cane
Don't
is a
vote on
weapon.
any of these presidents and who wins.
Cane or not, I have
Obviously,
Harrison.
the deciding factor, and there's no weapons whatsoever.
Thank
No
you.
I'm not literally letting that happen. Like, you're not just gonna sit in the corner and be the fucking deciding factor. Fuck no.
Why?
Because we've been debating this with fucking passion over here, and all of a sudden I'm getting cucked by the guy in the chair.
All right, here's
Fuck
how
no.
it's going down. Here's how it's going down. I got a coin flip app
Fuck
on
no.
this phone. I got a coin flip app.
I cannot believe we're even talking about this right
so
now.
logical
It's
that
so
you
dumb.
Hey,
to
I
give
literally
someone a
said
cane.
I've already answered.
All right.
Cane or not, I have William Henry Harrison.
All right, I have.
There you go.
I've said that
That's
3
fine.
times now.
That's
No,
fine.
no.
I can live with that all fucking day if we don't give him the cane. If we're
Cane
giving
or
him
not.
the cane, it's just so dumb.
He has to have the cane. It's crucial. So we're actually saying that FDR is not going to get his wheelchair when it comes
why
around.
would he get his wheelchair?
Because he
It's a
can't
fight.
fucking walk.
And fine, you can give him a wheelchair. I don't care. Again, he's not going to win because he's in a wheelchair. Just like the guy.
That's fine,
if
but
he
you
can
have to
bring
let
a
him
cane
have
in
the
there,
chair.
That's fine. He can have the fucking chair. He can have the cane. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
anymore.
if he can have the
It's
cane, then I'm
over.
taking
We're done.
William
We're moving
because
on.
of the cane.
People get weapons now, I guess.
Guy sitting in a
I mean-
wheelchair, rolling up to a guy about his
Okay.
and he just hits him in his fucking face with a cane.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can't really do anything about that.
You can dodge the cane. You can steal the cane from. If he's,
He's so
old,
much
just take the
younger.
cane from
He's
him.
so much younger though. He's
I
just
mean,
able to dodge a cane.
one, he obviously shouldn't have the cane. 2, if you need a cane to fucking walk, you're not going to win a fight. You might get lucky and hit somebody with it. Fine, I'll give you one.
That's
round.
crazy too, because William just won the fight.
Yeah. I mean, this is
I'm okay. So we
You see how mad he is?
these two can't.
we
stand.
actually need to
You see
figure
how
this
mad he
out
is?
because if he gets the cane, I'm with William. If he doesn't get the cane, I'm not.
I'll leave it up to Evan. I'll let Evan decide.
I
if
said
we-
cane or not. I've
Yeah.
got William Henry Harrison. You guys can decide for yourself on that. Leo can
I mean,
decide whether he wants to backtrack on his
I'm
word or stick
staunchly
to it.
against bringing weapons into the cage.
All right, we'll say he doesn't get the cane, but there's an asterisk. I guess that means that fucking Ben Harrison's gonna win the fight.
Okay.
It's bullshit. I think he should be able to get the cane. I think if it's an accessory that's crucial to your mobility,
We just
you
had to
should have
change
it
the
in
rules
fight.
like 50 times over
Okay.
the
What
last
about,
15 minutes
this?
for
What about
Leo
this?
to
What
get
about
his
this?
way.
Now, what if this fight gets to fight Joe Byron?
Oh my God! I'm switched back. It's William Henry. It's William Henry. It's William Henry. Yeah,
How
I'm
about
switching
this?
back.
This is a great compromise right here. He can have the cane. He can't fucking hit somebody with it.
I don't like that. I
That's
don't like
a good
that.
compromise.
I said cane or not. I'm still William Henry Harrison.
Okay.
So-
But we're trying to come together here to come to a
To
thing.
yeah,
you
you're
give-
trying to find a middle ground on your own 2 takes. I agree.
If you give me FDR's wheelchair in the deal, he can't roll around, but he can pivot
You can have them
in the wheelchair. Okay, then you got a deal.
But you can't use them as weapons.
That's fine. You got a deal. But he has to have the
Should've
cane,
thought of
bro, to
this
be able
10
to move
minutes
around.
ago. Okay,
That's what I've been trying to say the whole time. Like, we have to talk about this so we can move on.
Well, we should have
All right.
thought of that option.
It's William
10 minutes
Henry,
ago.
though.
It's William. Okay, so I can take William Henry
Yeah.
Harrison. If you guys want him to be the winner, I can live with that if he's not being able to use a weapon.
I was
I will
picking him
say-
based off of his resume, like we had literally every other pick we've done.
I will say, hand up, this was a 100% biased pick. I want to see him fight Joe Biden.
The only thing that changed this going off of resumes was Leo getting caught up in when
Wait,
we
why
picked
did I
them
even
in the
pick
fight.
Benjamin Harrison to win?
Because you
'Cause
said
he
the guy
needed-
can't
you
walk.
said he was younger.
Yeah, you said the other guy can't walk.
That's literally the
I
age.
forgot about why I even picked that. Which
You were
I
like-
still believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
still
only
think
reason
that.
this
I
ever-
lose, which is fine, but
All
if
I'm
he
saying,
Wait, why? Wait,
I
why
just
did he
don't.
win?
Don't want to set a precedent where he can go through this fucking tournament hitting people in the head with a cane.
all I'm saying is that the only
One
thing.
body shot on Biden, bro. He's done.
Dead as fuck. He's still gonna beat Joe Biden. I'm gonna vote for him over Joe Biden when he can't walk too. I mean,
Because neither one of them can fucking walk. But at least he's got a cane to bolster him.
with Joe
It should
Biden
be-
should get a cane.
that actually should just be like
Biden should
a-
get a cane.
If he was smart, he would go get one
Yeah.
before we do it.
What's the one where they got to get the belt down? Except for it should just be the cane up there.
Fucking ladder match.
First one to stand with the cane wins.
Okay, so William Henry Harrison moves on there.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so which one are we on now? Warren G. Harding?
Yeah, we got
okay.
a rapid fire.
Warren G.
What time is it?
We've been an hour 15.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
So Warren G., 6 foot, 173 pounds, cheated on his wife,
Whoa.
gets pussy, can't fight.
Casually just slips out of
history
there.
was rewritten because of that. Like, everyone at first thought he was like a good guy, and then everyone was like, fuck this guy, and said he was a bad president, but at the time they were saying he was good. But because he cheated on his wife, they were like, fuck him. His nickname was Winnie as a kid. Whimsical nicknames, those guys can usually be a little scrappy.
Okay, as a kid, maybe.
They
yeah.
started lying on his family, saying that his great grandma was black, and everyone was like,
They
I know.
took that like they were.
Yeah, like
calling
it was
like
like
a witch.
Yeah,
Biologically
literally,
That's
like
fucked.
he completely turned around a dying newspaper, and people would be like, you know what, this guy actually sucks because he's part black, even though he actually wasn't.
I was about to say, is that even
test.
biologically
Yeah,
possible?
they did like a DNA test, and they're like,
I'm just
no, this
picturing-
guy's not sub-Saharan. He's like
Yeah.
95% not. Typically everyone has a little bit in him because that's
Yeah.
where
I'm
they say
picturing
humans
That's where
started.
everybody
but-
came
I'm
from.
picturing the Seinfeld scene, but like back in the 18 or whatever, and he's like, "I'm not black. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that."
They said like a thief who was trying to extort them started that rumor, and then everyone went with it, and it caused him some strife. And he also put all his homies on. Like when he got to president, he just got all his boys and was like,
The
"You
Sandler
guys-"
presidents.
Yeah, he was like, "You guys come be my cabinet," and they ran amok and like bribing people and like doing crazy shit. And that also is part of the reason why it, like all this shit came out after he was dead, like a bunch of scandals and like
Is this Warren
money
G?
laundering.
This
and all
Warren
this-
G?
Yeah, Warren G. Harding, which I thought that was hard body.
Fuck with Warren for that.
And then he's fighting James Monroe, founding father, 6 foot, 189 pounds, pretty similar in size. 5th president. He did the Louisiana Purchase. That's an absolute steal.
Yeah.
He did the Monroe Doctrine, which was hard body. He was basically like, look, we're about to go fuck up the Latinos, and if you fucking dumbass Europeans want to come over here and try something, you're going to get fucked up, just so you know. So he kind of kicked him out of that. He had beef with George Washington. That's kind of sick to have that on your resume. Like,
I got a beef with.
I mean, but James Monroe sounds like a bad guy to beef with too.
Swear to God.
Because he was a teenage war hero. Makes him more hard body than George Washington. He scouted crossing the Delaware. He crossed it first to go check it out.
Oh no shit!
He
Wait,
got
he crossed? He actually
was a
crossed?
Scout. Yeah, he was a scout.
As a teenager, you said?
Yep, and he got shot and survived.
Was
when
he in the
crossed.
painting? Was he in the painting?
I guess I don't actually. I'm not 1,000% sure he actually crossed.
Yeah.
I guess I don't. I didn't.
But he
see
scouted
That. But
out
I mean,
at
he
least a
scouted
little bit.
after the mission and got shot. So I would assume he.
If
got
his boat hit the
crossed.
water, I mean, props.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died on the 4th of July. American as fuck.
Third president to do that.
Yeah. So, and he won his vote with 68% of the vote. That's crazy. That's a lot. Yeah.
1 more percent would have been
So
nice.
I personally have James Monroe. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah.
Warren G did put his boys on. That's respect, but
This Warren G just hit a fucking stiff comp in the first round.
he hit the Meek Mill. I take
I
it
do
into the
fuck with
table and
Warren
split
G.
it with my people equal. So
I do fuck
respect
with that, bro.
Yeah.
I do fuck with
But
that.
you see that he takes a L.
Spoils be to the victor on
Yeah,
that one,
yep.
but it's gonna have to be Monroe.
All right, let's fire through these last three.
Who up next?
You.
Me?
Yep.
Who we got.
Jimmy Carter.
No, this can't be me then.
Oh no, Jimmy Katz. Was that it? That's James Garfield. Garfield the cat.
I didn't know who it was.
Garfield.
I actually wrote that nickname, and then when I was looking at it again, I was like, "Who the fuck was that?" I had to re-look it up.
All right, I'm gonna start with Millard Fillmore because I want to talk about Garfield last.
Okay.
Millard Fillmore.
Millie Philly.
Millie Philly served from 1850 to 1853. 50 years old when he got in. 5'9", 174. Didn't get a lot about him. Military for 20 years. 10 before, 10 after, I think. Born into poverty in the Finger Lakes. People go missing in the Finger Lakes.
Where's that?
It's up in New York somewhere.
Oh.
Did not like Lincoln. Was a lawyer in Buffalo.
Buffalo's a grimy place to live.
It is. It's a grimy place to live, and I can't
especially back
imagine it was
then
any
when they
better
had
in
like
1850.
they didn't have heaters, bro, and they didn't have snowplows.
Yeah.
Imagine trudging to like your law office when it snowed 6 feet.
Comptroller.
I mean, that's crazy.
He did marry his teacher, which was cool.
He
but
kind of looks like a nerd.
yeah, he is kind of like a nerdy kind of guy,
Yeah.
I think. But he was military. But again, it just had a long list of the battles he was in, but it didn't really tell me much about him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was, whatever, 5'9", 174. Garfield. This guy was kind of crazy, right? This dude was kind of crazy. Lefty. So, he's from Ohio. He served in 1881 for 7 months. Got shot. Didn't even make it a full year.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah. So,
Dude,
7 months.
they used to get popped all the
Bro,
fucking time.
He was 50 years old, 6 foot, 200 pounds. He died. He survived 2 months after he got shot, and he died from infections in his wound.
That's what always
But he was a
happens.
Union Army general for 2 years during the Civil War.
Nice. Fight for
He
the good
was.
old North.
He famously wanted to free the slaves. Yeah, he was for the North. He was a preacher and a lawyer before he got into politics, which was kind of weird. That he was a preacher and then he was going to go kill a bunch of people in war. But he actually ended up getting shot by. He got shot by some salty loser who was mad that he didn't get elected.
He proves the Pythagorean theorem.
Really?
Shout out to Pythagorean and them.
Nice.
Shout out Andy McAllister.
But yeah, I thought it was crazy. I was going through the list and I Googled him and it was like his term, 1881. And I was like, wait a minute, what's going on
He
here?
was also the last president born in a log cabin, which I saw. Which
For
was,
real?
Yeah, it's kind of
Nice.
hard body.
It is kinda
So who do
hard.
we got here?
Last matchup? Oh, no.
No. Well, no. Who do we got in this matchup? It's pretty.
I've kind of got Garfield.
What were the
I feel like.
sizes?
Garfield is 50 years old, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Fillmore is 50 years old, 5'9", 174. So 3 inches,
25 pounds.
3 inches and 25 pounds
I'm going
to
with the height
Garfield.
weight on this
I got
one.
Garfield on that one
Same.
too. Probably there wasn't a whole lot there to sway
No.
me either way.
Again, I just hit the Wikipedia,
Yeah.
but yeah, Garfield with the dub.
Yep. Garfield.
All right. Last matchup of the episode. We have.
Nope. I got one more.
Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Rutherford B. Hayes versus John Tyler.
Ruthie.
Quick notes on Rutherford B. Hayes. He was wounded multiple times in the Civil War, kept fighting.
Nice.
One
Banger.
time his horse was even shot out from underneath him, and he kept fighting.
Ooh,
I've heard that story actually.
By the end of the war, he was Major General. He won the closest and most corrupt presidential election ever, apparently.
damn.
Nice.
Also was just known for being like a very active and outdoorsy, like guy's guy type of guy.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
do
I
we
said
know
guy like 3 more times? if you want.
the most corrupt election? Do we know if he won because it was corrupt, or do we know if he just barely defeated the corruption?
I think he barely defeated the corruption.
Oh, that's hard body. That is
Yeah,
hard
that's
body.
even better.
To beat
Yeah.
The corruption.
Said he knows how to handle stress and dirty tactics based
Oh.
off of how he won the election.
Nice. This guy knows dirt.
And then John Tyler, 6 foot, I think he was like 150, something like that. Fun fact about him: father of 15 kids.
Oh, damn.
Man, was getting to it. You know what Leo says about guys that get pussy.
No pussy or can't fight if you get pussy.
I mean, when are you going to time? When do you have time to fight trying to feed 15
I
fucking
know.
kids,
All
man?
you have to be thinking about is why did I have so many kids?
I also would
When
like
do
to
I get
know.
another hit of that sweet pussy?
It also lines up with how he was as like a president because it said he was like always avoiding political fights and constantly switching sides on debates
Oh,
and
he's
stuff.
a fucking floater?
And it just says father of 15 kids. Doesn't says that he had one significant other, which means that this man was just like probably terrible at commitment because he's just like, oh, actually no, I'll just switch sides. Actually, I'll just not pay attention to this kid and go find a new girl and have another kid.
Good for him.
But yeah,
honestly.
so I think he was a little bit bigger, but he's got no grit to him or anything like that. And it sounds like he pretty much tried to avoid any type of confrontation at all. And then just was popping kids out left and right.
Who is that?
John Tyler.
I think I'm going. I'm thinking
It's
I'm
gotta be
going
Hayes,
the other
bro.
one.
I'm going
Yeah,
Rutherford.
I mean,
Yeah,
Rutherford is
Rutherford.
probably going to kill this guy in the fucking octagon.
Yeah.
He'd probably stomp on his head.
Okay, so I got last matchup of round 1. Calvin Coolidge versus John Q. Adams.
JQ.
Calvin Coolidge, 5'10", 148. That dude was a twig. It's pretty much you, right?
Well, first of all, I'm 5'11" and 3/4. And what was the weight on that?
148.
That's about spot on.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
So he's getting his ass whooped.
So he's bigger than Zach.
He's getting his ass whooped by me.
30th president. He kind of opposed prohibition is what it said. I don't really know what that meant. I
Opposed
didn't really look it
prohibition.
up. He was known for effectively doing nothing. Like as a president, he was just like chilling.
This dude sounds
He was
just
cool.
like
He was Calvin
me.
Cool, you know. He
He
didn't do
sounds
shit.
just like me.
His last words were, "Good morning, Robert."
Ooh.
It was to his carpenter who was coming to like fix stuff in his house, which I wrote sus. He
Yeah.
can't do his own work on his house. I mean, that's not very
That
manly.
is sus.
Wait, those were his last words?
Yeah, he said like,
Did
"Good
his
morning,
carpenter
Robert,"
just
to the
fucking
carpenter,
kill him?
and then he had like a stomach like ulcer or something, and he just keeled over and died.
Oh, I
dude.
thought it was like, morning, Robert.
Which like there's like 6 of them that we've talked about today that like literally were just like we're doing something, then we're like, and
Dude,
then
yes.
just die.
Let me see. I had
they
one-
just used to fall over and die.
I
all
had
the
one
time.
like that, bro.
bad
Oh,
they were
I know.
just
I
feeling.
forgot to mention it was Teddy Roosevelt, bro. He died in his sleep at 61, just randomly one night. His last words were he was talking to his assistant. He said, "Can you put out that light?" Was his last words. I was like, "Oh, damn."
Then JQ. This is career. Calvin Coolidge is also a career politician. This is a kind of a weak matchup, I think. JQA was 100 or 175 pounds. I didn't get his height. He was a 6th president. I mean,
so
you
he's
know,
probably
back
like
in the day,
5'8".
but he was like a huge nerd. Went to Harvard. Like everything I looked up was about like lawyering and books and all this stupid shit. So he's kind of like a smarty pants, but I mean the 6th president was way back when. I think that alone, and the fact 145 versus 170. I mean that's a big fucking difference at that when you're that small.
What, did he graduate with like multiplication
Quincy-
being the top of his math at Harvard?
I have no
John
idea what
Quincy
he
is
did.
5'7", by the way.
5'7".
Yeah.
Yeah. So, JQA is kind of built like a brick shit house. 5'7", 175 is pretty
yeah,
good
that's
size.
sturdy.
So I'm going JQA here. I don't know.
I'm
about
going
you guys.
JQA.
Yep.
I'll actually go Coolidge. Not that it matters.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was one of our more animated episodes. That
was a
fun.
good one.
Longer
we'll be,
episodes.
we'll be back next week and we'll do round 2. I think it's got
Yeah.
the same amount of matchups. So
It's
I actually
pretty
have
close.
one more.
It's pretty close.
But
Shout
yeah.
out Shank It Golf. Shout out Big Wings
Yep.
and Scoops Ice Cream out on DePaul's campus in Greencastle, Indiana. Will be opening back up in 2-3 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Yep.
And subscribe
Right. Yep.
to the YouTube channel, or I swear to God, I'm going to get violent.
Like, subscribe, do all that shit. All right. Thanks
Bye,
for
y'all.
watching.